Hi, gang. Welcome to this episode of Media Champions. I'm your host, Mary Therese Griffin in Atlanta. Today, welcome with me. Molly Coyne is on the show today. She is with Validity Media Solutions, and we are going to pick her brain as much as we can in a quick 5 minutes. Molly, welcome to the show.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Thank you for saying yes. Thanks for what you do. I know in my research that you guys help people amplify their brand and create their own community. Let's talk about that. How do you do that?
Yeah, so basically, what me and my business partner have created and are doing is really working with companies that don't really maybe know exactly what their voice is, haven't exactly found the right messaging. Some companies think that they need to go straight into marketing or marketing agencies, when in reality, we are coming in to help these companies find their voice, find the right messaging, find the right platforms for them that work for them, and pretty much give them all the building blocks that they need to actually start marketing and driving to a larger audience.
I love it because you're saving people a lot of heartache and a lot of money. It's kind of like you're teaching them how to walk before they can run and go buy those Nike shoes that are very expensive that they want to wear.
Exactly. No, exactly. There's a lot of companies out there that start marketing way before they're ready to, and it's sad because there's a lot of people out there that there is a great company or great service, great product, really amazing discoveries out there, especially in STEM. But when people don't understand what you're doing, it's harder for them to engage.
Absolutely. And if you don't have that solid, this is our brand, this is who we are, this is what we do.
Mhm.
Sometimes it takes an outside set of eyes and ears who are subject matter experts to kind of ask the right questions. It's not like you're telling them what it is, but you're pulling it out of them, right? So when you do
Exactly.
that,
Exactly.
can you can you share with us, if you will, maybe an aha moment when you were courting a client or you've got a new client and they finally took your sage advice and they said, that Molly sure knows what she's talking about. I mean, that's got to make you smile a mile wide, right?
Oh, no, it's always a huge moment, and I think, with any client I've worked with, any company I've worked with, there's always been kind of that moment where they realize, "Oh, this actually will work. This is actually what I need to be doing." Um, One client in specific, I had worked with them, and I basically from just the start, like, the first thing I wanted to do was I said, "You have these channels already going." I did a full social media audit, which is just really a deep dive into their channels to see what they're already doing, and they had a good start, but they really needed to just tweak a few things and be more consistent. And there were just a few fixes that I explained to them, and they started actually taking that advice and understanding. And I think the person who had been working with them knew how to do everything, but it just wasn't on the strategy side yet, where it wasn't like this
Mhm.
developed piece. And they started doing it and they were like, oh my gosh, this is actually working. Like their numbers after I worked with them for, I think it was about 2 good months of really diving into everything and constructing everything, numbers were doubling, numbers were tripling. They just didn't realize before what they really needed to build on.
Wow. 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 I bet you could write a book with some of the some of the stories that you get. I'm also curious to know, Molly, when people come to you and want to work with you, what's the number one thing that they all think they want to do, but then you make them
Mm.
realize probably not like the thing today is gotta have video on TikTok. Not
Yeah, I
everybody
was just about
belongs
to
on
say that.
TikTok.
Yeah.
I keep
Yeah.
trying to tell my mom that. I'm like, Mom, you're 80. You don't belong on TikTok. She thinks she does, and she doesn't have a business, but you know what I'm saying.
Anyone can be on TikTok, but no, I totally understand. And yeah, I think the biggest thing that companies really run into, especially first starting out, um, and even companies that I've worked with that are established and have a following and have platforms, I think the biggest issue that they run into is the fact that they think they need to be on every single platform when it's just not true.
Mm.
You need to actually find what's right for your company, what's right for the messaging that you want to use, the voice. Every channel has a different tone, has a different audience, has different people, and I think the mistake they think they they don't think they're making is that they just think they need to be everywhere when in
Mhm.
reality your audience isn't everywhere.
Exactly.
So, staying on the platforms that your audience is on is really more of the key, and and to your TikTok point, I think the funny thing is when companies ask about that, I'm like, "Great. Do you have the content? Can we get the content to do that? What do you wanna make? What do you wanna do?" And they don't and it's the idea that everybody wants video and it's great and everybody, can benefit from that, but it's the do we have the content? Can we use content to do it?
Right, right. And that, my dear, is going to be our next discussion. We're out of time, but I'd love for you to come back so we can talk about that all important content because
Yeah.
that's a whole nother segment in and of itself. But please say yes that you'll come back.
Yeah, no, for sure. I'd love to.
Thank you so much, Molly. We appreciate you taking time to be with us today. And for the rest of you, you're going to want to connect with Molly. And guess what? We know how to do that. You can find Molly by finding us right here at dailyadbrief.com. I'm Mary Therese Griffin in Atlanta. Do come back for more Media Champions. We'll see you next time.
Simplify presents Addressable CTV, combining the power of TV with the targeting and attribution of digital. Simplify's Addressable CTV delivers massive reach with the ability to scale without sacrificing precision. TV buyers can generate incremental reach with household level targeting, frequency controls, reporting, and insights. To learn more about Simplify's Addressable CTV and what it can do for your clients, visit simply.fi.